In this video, I will show you how to plan a truck route with the planner module. So let's open up the planner. It's the little P here on the left side. And let's start by entering 2 stops. We do that via the geocoder. There's also a separate video on that, how to use that efficiently. For now, let's just enter 2 stops. So let's go from Würzburg in Germany to Toulouse in France. And let's see what the system gives us. So we have a truck route here based on the selected profile. There's also a video on profiles and how to use that. Essentially, those are your own cost profiles, so your own vehicles with your selected driver here. This route now takes, of course, all the restrictions into account. Just zoom in to see them. So this is a perfectly fine truck route, but of course we have more options. So first thing would be the routing mode. It's now on standard. Standard usually is the quickest route, but for some reason we could also say, okay, we want it a little bit cheaper. So that would be cost optimized, although standard and cost optimized usually are very, very similar because the driver's costs are the highest. So the quickest route usually is the cost optimized route. But if you have enough time on your hands, you can also avoid toll roads. So as you might see here, this is the toll here is 325. So let's see what happens when we avoid the toll roads here. You see it changed, and we cut the toll costs by 1/3. It's only 100 now. Of course, the time increased. Let's see by how much. Those are 21 hours. Pure driving time, let's go back to standard. This should be, yeah. It differs by 2 hours, so I would definitely go for avoid toll cost on this one. So let's leave that in. We can also add additional time because our system cannot give you the break times or the loading and unloading time. So let's say we have 1 hour for loading, 1 hour for unloading, and then 6 hours of rest. So that's in total 8 hours additional time. We can also round it up to the full day here. Okay, let me move my face a little bit to the sides. All right. If you quickly want to compare now how things change if you drive with another vehicle, you can quickly change the gross vehicle weight here, but usually you should always go with the profiles because those reflect your cost structure. Let's open up the advanced options. Here I have hazardous goods selected from my previous tour. It's radioactive and acid. I think we can take those out here, but if you ever drive with hazardous goods, just add them here. And that's pretty much it. You can also alter the average speed here in the professional plan. And yeah, always take a look at your costs. So you can select the toll cost by country and by toll provider here. And the resulting number should always be the price. So this is cost plus your margin, but we'll also do a separate video on that. So yeah, perfectly fine truck route. In case something changes and you want to add another stop to the route, no problem. Let's drive through Lyon, for example. Of course, this will now be weird because we're basically driving back, but there is a function for that, which is the optimize feature. So we can select here if you want to optimize with the first stop fixed or first and last stop fixed for a milk run, for example. But let's just take the first one, first stop fixed. And now it will be neatly embedded into the route. And there we have it. Perfectly fine toll road, drivable with a 40-ton standard truck, and you're good to go.